I don't even know it!
What is?
Forget it, Drew.
Yeah.
Flabber, you gotta help me. It's important.
Quicksand.
We'll be right back.
Your Happy Meal's almost done, Alex.
What's that noise?
New machine. Better turn it off.
Aha!
What?
New machines always have a few kinks to get out. Out, you guys!
Sorry, Ronald.
We're just doing our job.
I understand.
Okay, here's the plan. Start snapping.
Excitement is building over McDonald's Nickelodeon Tango Happy Meal. Crazy creatures that connect to make a bigger, crazier creature. One toy in every Happy Meal you buy. If you and your friends collect all 8, who knows what you'll create.
Anybody's dad have a crane?
Hear that?
Bells.
School's out.
400 yards, 300 yards, 100 yards. It's hungry, sir. It got Johnson.
Beefy.
Chef Boyardee, beef ravioli. Feed the need.
Have a blast! Enter Fox Kids Vector Man 2 Mania Sweepstakes, and you could be one of 5 grand prize winners to win a Sega Genesis Vector Man 2 interactive game unit. The game-playing mania doesn't stop there, because you'll also win a ton of Sega games, including the radical Vector Man 2. Get it? Got it? Good! Because 1,000 others win a Sega Genesis Vector Man 2 game cartridge. Zap a postcard with your name and address by January 22nd to Fox Kids Vector Man 2 Mania, P.O. Box 230, Los Angeles, 90078.
Now back to Fox Kids. Fox Kids will be right back.
Blast those big bad Beetleborgs. He's scary monster guys, they got a surprise.
Saturday on Fox Kids, watching all new Big Bad Beetleborgs after Seabear and Jamal. You dig?
Everyone's wigged out when Becky makes Jesse clean up his intellectual act.
Young man, go to the library and check out a classical selection of literature for a weekend of good reading? Who are you and what did you do with Jesse?
He's reading all the classics, but he's still outclassed.
The 2 finest books ever written would happen to be Crime and War and Peace and Punishment.
Will he lose Becky to these culture vultures?
Yo, Brainwave.
Brains versus Brawn on the next Full House.
Friday on Fox 68 WSYT.
New Fruit String Thing is better than ever. There's a fruity string, plus this other brand new fruity thing. So you can imagine lots of way out spacey things.
You can mingle with Martians.
Let's do lunch.
Have supper with the stars. Grab a UFO to go.
Take a meteor shower on Mars.
Fruit string thing.
Brand new, way better. Fruit String Thing. It's a whole new thing.
And now a message from the Power Rangers.
What? Aye.
What's going on, Alpha?
Pineapple the Clown is after Sylvia again. No! Contact Tweety! Sylvia! It's too late. Poor Sylvia.
Calm down. They're making a movie.
Hi, Cousin Jenny. Hey. Kiddo.
All right, guys, good take. All right. Hey, it's just trick photography. Action, hands up. First, we film Sylvia. Then when she steps out of frame, we replace her with a cardboard cutout. Then we simply dissolve from one shot to the other.
Oh, I get it.
Right, it's not real. See, Alpha, it's all part of the magic of television.
Aye. Poor Billy.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Now back to Fox Kids. Dan.
It's the Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody! I'm here for my yearly checkup.
Look, Pizza Head, it's the world-famous Dr. Steve.
Hey, he's not a real physician.
Sure he is. And he wants to do some routine tests. Looks like you have a serious lack of pepperonis. We'll have to operate.
Is this really necessary?
Sure it is. Pizza Hut Pepperoni Pizzas have more pepperonis now. Ah, the operation was a complete success.
Oh, I look like a meatball.
You just need to rest, Pizza Head. It's time for you to go home.
Is it too late for a second opinion?
See you next time.
Chips Ahoy! Chips delicious, Nabisco. You know you got goosebumps when your folks have fangs, your buds alive, your life's been erased. Your friends have all turned into flies, or they're from outer space. Your piano playing's out of hand, you meet your evil twin. The sponge beneath your sink's alive, your mask stuck on again.
I saw it. Saw what?
Get an hour of goosebumps Saturday after Casper on Fox Kids.
Turn to Fox Kids.
All right.
And let Louie bring you the good life.
You said it.
On Life with Louie, Saturday after Goosebumps on Fox Kids.
Now, back to Fox Kids. Bullfight.
Saturday on Fox Kids, watch an all-new Big Bad Beetleborgs after Seabear and Jamal. You dig?
Under Fox Kids Takeover, Spider-Man swings into action 6 days a week.
Going my way?
Swing with Spider-Man, weekdays and Saturday on Fox Kids. Fox Kids! Fox Kids Philosophy!
Such a sweet and crunchy part of this complete breakfast, this box never closes.
Hey, it's just like us. Yeah, I'm sweet and you're loud.
I've got to have more milk.
Those awesome little O's have been frosted the whole way around for a crunchy sweet taste everyone's into.
This sweet stuff gets the babes every time.
Frosted Cheerios taste so good, this box never closes.
Life can seem like a war zone. It's not always clear who your enemies are, and it's hard to count on your friends. Seems like the rules are always changing. What you knew yesterday can mean nothing today. What I need is some truth. Boys Town gives me that truth. We're talking about parents, drugs, problems at school, you know, the options, choices, things I didn't see before. If you're looking for some answers, you should call the Boys Town National Hotline. 1-800-448-3000. Call anytime. They'll always be there, and they'll help you get back in the game.
Don't miss Fox Kids Saturday.
Oh boy, oh boy.
First Power Ranger Zeo lead the way. Then catch Seabear and Jamal. Look out. Stay cool for Big Bad Beetleborgs. Gotta love that cool. Then Spider-Man swings through the air. And Casper tries not to scare.
You mean like this?
Oh yeah, then Goosebumps is a scream. Life with Louie's dad is screwing.
Quiet. I'm trying to watch TV.
Saturday on Fox 68 WSYT.
Michelle, you are going to look so pretty for Grandma. I would hope so. Well, don't worry. We're going to make you look like a movie star. Go take a look.
You had 3 kids in the car, yet you decide to stop the car. Why is that?
I thought someone was hurt. I couldn't just roll down the window.
And you took the keys from the ignition.
Mm-hmm. For the children's safety, I turned the motor off. I mean, you know, in case Shauna climbed up on the seat and hit the gear shift.
And you got out of the car.
Yes. Goodness, I can't remember everything. Happened a year ago.
Well, this is not a significant event in your life?
Not before.
All right, what details do you remember? Even though it's been a whole year.
The eye contact. The bullet holes.
And you slammed the door on him?
No, Mr. Josiak, I did not. Go ahead, ask me another question.
And then he...
He asked for the car again.
Yeah, a car with 3 gunshot kids in it?
Who can make sense out of an insane man?
Person.
Man.
Person!
Man.
All right, tell it again, Diane.
I faked throwing the keys over my shoulder. He turned in the direction of the keys. I pushed him. I recall my arm being hit. I know now that I was shot, but I didn't know then. I got in the car, I put the keys in the ignition, and I left.
And you drove away very fast?
I don't know how fast as I could.
Well, you made statements that you drove away fast enough so that the door slammed shut.
That's true.
That's pretty fast?
As fast as I could. Karen was choking. I was trying to turn her over. I recall opening Shauna's window. I recall looking down at my arm. It had a towel wrapped around it.
Right. You put it on.
Well, I probably did, because Karen wasn't going to do it, and Shauna didn't do it, and Robbie didn't do it.
You took care of yourself.
I did everything to save my children. If I had passed out, they wouldn't have had a chance.
You don't recall a car being behind you and having difficulty passing you?
No, I don't.
Now, you told the detectives that you never owned the Ruger 22.
It was Boyd Paul's gun. I gave it back to him.
You also said, I don't know who shot my kids. I haven't the vaguest idea.
True.
Another time you said the killer knew your name. You said you knew who he was.
I said that.
And then you said that there were 2 killers in ski masks.
Your people were telling me what happened could not have happened. There was a lot of pressure. And my dreams, I didn't know if they made sense or not, but I started to believe them.
All right, now tell us about the unicorn that you bought a few days before the murder. You had it inscribed with a date and the names of your children. Was it a memorial?
No, it was a way of me just saying, hey, this is our new start on life. It was something eternal, wild and free. A unicorn is a type of horse, and a horse is wild and free.
Things very different by the time you got to Oregon?
Yes.
What about Lou Lewiston? Now, you tried to get him to come with you. You wrote him cards and letters. He wouldn't accept them. He refused you?
Yes.
Well, how'd that make you feel? I mean, were you uncomfortable pursuing a married man who was in love with his wife?
Mr. Josiak, all my boyfriends are married. I've dated people you don't even know about. I can make a list of all my lovers. Would that help?
Quiet. In your diary, you refer to heart love. What's that mean?
It's the only love that really matters. It isn't sexual. It's deeper than that.
And this is the first time you've ever experienced that, wasn't it? With Lou?
Yes.
So that's why you kept writing so many love letters to him?
I didn't send most of them. And the fact is, I do love him. But in the letters, I was over-dramatizing.
Well, you've done that before, haven't you? I mean, you're always over-dramatizing. You have what's known as a histrionic personality.
What?
You've never heard the results of your psychological tests? A deviant sociopath. You know what that means?
No.
state calls rebuttal witness Karen Downs to the stand. This way, Kara.
Karen, would you place your hand on the Bible? Repeat after me. I swear by Almighty God,
I swear by Almighty God,
the evidence I shall give
the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You can sit down now.
Feel okay? You're gonna have to talk to all these people here. Can you tell us your name?
Karen Ray Downs.
Now, if I said this card was black, would that be the truth or a lie?
A lie.
And you know that when you come into the courtroom, you have to tell the truth. You understand that?
Yeah.
You promise to do that?
Yeah.
Now, on the day when this happened, you went to school, and when you came home from your grandparents, did you go for a ride?
Yeah. Me. My mom. Shauna. Robbie.
And will you tell us where you went?
My mom's friend.
And what did you do there?
We petted the horse.
And when you left the horse, do you remember, was it light out or dark?
Dark.
And do you remember, was there any music playing in the car?
Yeah. Tape.
And do you remember, there was a time when the car stopped?
Yeah.
And when the car stopped, did you see any person standing in the road?
No.
When the car stopped, what did your mom do?
I pulled the lever that went out to the trunk.
And when she got out, pulled the lever that went to the trunk, were you able to see anything else she did?
I didn't look at the back.
Was the music still playing?
Yeah.
Was it Hungry Like a Wolf?
Yeah.
Now, did you see your mom come back into the car?
Yeah.
And what did you see then?
She kneeled down and...
You want to stop, Karen? Now, you said that she leaned across the seat.
She shot Shauna.
Was the music still playing?
Yeah.
And what happened then?
She leaned over to the back seat. And she shot Robbie.
What happened after What happened after Robbie got shot?
She went over to the back of the seat on the...
Now, Karen, you just stay with me right here. Do you remember when you got shot?
Yeah.
Who shot you?
My mom.
And do you love your mom?
Yes.
This is delicious, Danny.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
It's new ragu fresh Italian pasta sauce.
So delicate. What's it called?
It's fresh Italian pasta sauce.
Yeah, it's really fresh, but what's the
See,
name?
ragu uses less heavy tomato paste and twice the crushed tomatoes.
But what's the name of the sauce?
New ragu fresh Italian pasta sauce. More crushed tomatoes, more fresh tomato taste.
Twice, 3 times?
Here's a jar.
You want to tell me?
Look, it has the name on it.
Forget it. Just...
Dad is a Winner, declares Gene Shalit. It's a movie you don't want to end.
That was great.
I loved it.
Jack Lemmon, Ted Danson.
It touched me.
Dad, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
Put the power of an upright in the palm of your hand with the Royal Dirt Devil. It has a revolving brush, and it can handle all kinds of dirt. Pick up the handheld vac that really picks up. Dirt Devil by Royal.
Mom, you have that problem too?
Every woman on the planet has that not-so-fresh feeling one time or another.
So what do we do?
I use Massengill.
Introducing baking soda and water and new Massengill Unscented. 2 new douches from Massengill for that pure, fresh, absolutely clean feeling.
Massengill, huh?
That's the one I trust.
Baking soda and unscented. Fresh ideas from Massengill.
When I look like this, my guys challenge me to lose 20 pounds. Me, Tommy Lasorda, the guy who loves to eat. Well, I lost 30 pounds in 3 months with Ultra Slim Fast. The plan was easy. I have a delicious shake for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and then a healthy dinner, even pasta. And I don't feel hungry. The pounds drop off, and I feel great. You know, this is the first time I ever lost anything and felt good about it.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight.
Every mother wants a healthy baby, but these babies aren't healthy. They've got the AIDS virus. Right now, there is no cure, but you can help prevent the spread of AIDS. If you're sexually active, use a condom. Do it for yourself. Do it for your partner. Do it for the babies.
Next Tuesday's more terrific than ever.
Who are you having an affair with?
First, who's the boss?
You?
Then,
They're talking Mustang.
completely impractical. The Wonder Years. And there's a Thanksgiving guest.
The pleasure's mine.
Obviously, you've never dined with us before.
On Roseanne. Then,
Take that big baby right over here.
You want impressions of Jaron on a brittle winter's day?
it's the season premiere of Coach.
I want the big brown one over here. To go.
First, who's the boss and the Wonder Years. Then Roseanne and the season premiere of Coach. Next Tuesday's terrific.
Ladies and gentlemen, ever since the night of the shooting, we've been looking at this towel. The towel that Diane Downs wrapped around her wounded arm. Now, there's something about this towel that just didn't add up. These bloodstains. Now, the pattern that they make, we knew would tell us how the towel was folded. Look at this. This bloodstain matches that one. And this one matches that one. Which leaves us with a large stain, which goes closest to the wound. The little blood coming through, and there it is. This is how Diane Downs applied the towel to her injured arm. Now, I ask you, could you have made these neat folds with one arm? With the steering wheel in the way? While you're driving your dying, bleeding children to the hospital? Or if you grabbed a towel and you desperately wrapped it around your arm, wouldn't it look something like that? Now, could the towel bandage have been prepared beforehand? Could Diane Downs have shot herself in the arm and then laid her arm in her lap on this towel and then neatly wrapped the ends around her injured arm and done this even as her children lay gasping for air? Well, let me tell you what happened that night. What really happened. The car stops. There is no stranger. The tape is playing Hungry Like a Wolf. You heard that music here in the courtroom. Mrs. Downs remembers that music playing throughout everything. That means that the ignition key would have to be in for the tape to be playing. But that means that Mrs. Downs could not have the key in her hand to divert the alleged stranger. That story she told, that is a lie. She opens the door. She pulls the lever to open the trunk. She opens the trunk. The .22 Ruger. Shauna, lying on the floor. Mrs. Downs appears pointing a gun at her. In a reflex action, she opens the door. She tries to get out. She goes down. Mrs. Downs leans over to the back seat. Robbie, maybe you heard the shot. Trying to get further in the corner, or maybe sleeping. He gets shot in the back. Karen loves her mom. What's she thinking at this point? How does she look at her mother after seeing her sister and her brother shot? And here comes Mom over the seat with a gun. There's a shot. Her hand goes up. Stop. Another shot. Karen looked at her mother right in the eye. The expression on that child's face is one Mrs. Downs is not likely to forget. And this is the last shot. Shauna on the outside of the car. Child, Shauna, was killed. Young girl who isn't here anymore. For what? For Diane Downs' warped sense of values. Robbie won't walk. Karen won't have the use of her arm the way it was. These children will never be the same. And look, Diane Downs, for once you're not going to lie your way out of this situation. It just doesn't cut it.
You're a murderer! A cold-blooded, cruel, vicious murderer!
Diane Downs does not react in a way that we expect, are familiar with. And how could she? This is a woman who was molested. She learned to survive by concealing her emotions, by covering them up. The hospital personnel and the police, who are mostly males, they looked at Diane and decided how a woman should react. And that has colored this case right from the beginning. Now, why did Karen say Mom did it? She was simply confused. And maybe somebody filled in the blank spaces of the things Karen never saw, that she couldn't have seen. And what else can we expect from a frightened little kid? It's quite clear in the hospital reports that Karen had been talked to numerous times by the hospital staff. Strangers. Taken away from her mother. She was under stress. Subjected to leading questions and unconscious transference. Children are so susceptible.
Brian?
Frank, don't shoot. I'm not Diane.
Any news yet? Nothing. It's 30 hours. One juror on Dan's side, she goes free.
Oh, your tooth again?
Your dentist says there's nothing wrong with it.
I know what's wrong with it. You've been clenching your teeth so hard at night, they're probably cracking. It's true, Frank. You've been grinding your teeth for months. I'm going to check with that dentist again. There must be something he can give you to make you feel better.
One thing's gonna make me feel better. There's nothing to do with my tooth.
Hello? Thank you.
Frank?
This is it.
How do you feel, Diane? How should I feel?
Diane? Diane, are you okay? Diane, before you go.
The court is now in session.
Okay.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
The defendant will rise. On the charge of first-degree assault, counts 3 and 5, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On the charge of attempted murder, counts 2 and 4, guilty. On the charge of first-degree murder, guilty. This court is adjourned.
Shaped eyes. She has real long fingers. She's gonna be a pianist. Her dad likes music. She probably gets it from him. How much time do I have with her?
A few hours, Diane.
And then what?
Well, it depends on the sentencing, Diane. It's all up to the judge.
My little baby.
As a psychiatrist, it is my professional opinion that Diane Down's personality disorders qualify her as a dangerous offender. She is a sociopath, an antisocial personality without any concern for the rights of others. She's a brilliant mind with no conscience to guide it. A narcissist who sees herself as the center of everything. Who will get what she wants, no matter what means she has to employ, no matter who or what stands in her way. She's not able to have or understand love.
The death of a child is one of life's greatest tragedies. What might have been. When it comes intentionally at the hands of a parent, it is just an outrage. I've fought my own battles between emotion and reason. To prevent some future parole board from forgetting the enormity of the crimes, I sentence you to the following. For assault in the first degree, counts 3 and 5, 20 years with a 10-year minimum. For attempted murder, counts 2 and 4, 30 years with a 15-year minimum. For first-degree murder, life plus 5 years minimum. The court hopes the defendant will never again be free. I've come as close to that as possible.
Stand by. Watch it. Diane is in one foul mood. I've never seen her that way before.
Great boots.
Never seen anything like these before, have you?
Only on Batgirl.
how you two are going to feel when the truth comes out. One day I'm going to get out and I'm going to get the killer. You'll see.
You scared?
What do you think? Doug, what's your sign?
Cancer. I don't think we're compatible.
I'm not talking about a lifelong relationship here. Just talking about having a little fun.
I thought you hated me. You've been calling me names for 15 months.
Doug, live dangerously.
No, Diane, I think I'll pass.
Make the ride more interesting. Not funny. I always thought you wanted to, Doug.
You got me all wrong, Diane.
Oh. I'm just gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna take some classes in philosophy, psychology. Who knows, maybe I'll get to work with some teenagers. Help them through this tough, cruel, cold world. I'm gonna be out in 6 months, right after my appeal. Well, smile. Don't look so sad.
Oh, I'm not sad, Diane. I'm elated. I'm thrilled.
Yeah. I know you are.
I guess this is it, Diane.
I guess. You're okay, Doc. You know that?
Diane Downs escaped from the Oregon Women's Correction Center after scaling an 18-foot fence. She was recaptured 10 days later and is now incarcerated at the Clinton Institution for Women, maximum security in New Jersey. Diane's father has denied her charges of molestation, and recently, Diane has recanted her accusations. Diane's ex-husband did not seek custody of the children, feeling as a single father he could not give them the care they needed. The two children were adopted by the prosecutor and his wife. and are living together in their home as a family.
$50, $60, 70% off. Ooh, sale, sale, sale. Lowest price of the year. Who's kidding who? That's a lot of hype. And people just don't believe it anymore. Now, Sears has the right idea. They lowered prices throughout the store so I can get great prices all the time. And when Sears has a sale or a special price, it's something you don't want to miss. Not like some stores. So I'm not going for the hype. I'm going to Sears.
The tampon's got to feel comfortable. It's a fact. When women who use cardboard applicators tried Playtex plastic applicator, they said,
It's more comfortable because Playtex is smooth and rounded.
Playtex tampons, the protection to choose.
When you know the facts.
You ever run up against a tough sinus cold? As tough as it gets, maximum strength Dristan is tougher. To sweep away congestion, pressure, and pain. And it won't make you drowsy. When you can't call in sick, call on Dristan.
When you can get it all done in one piece of Visions, cooking is faster and easier. So this holiday, instead of thinking what you can get her, think what you can get her out of. Visions Cookware, the time-saving gift from Corning. Visions also presents non-stick Silverstone skillets and saucepans that are actually microwavable.
If you think oat bran cereals are the way to go for overall nutrition, we're about to turn the tables on you. A leading consumer magazine just rated Nabisco shredded wheat ahead of all the leading oat bran cereals in nutritional value. That's how much fiber, protein.
Turn to the Oprah Winfrey Show weekdays at 4.
And then I've got to find a mechanic who's going to teach me all about the insides of a car.
Come here for a second.
What?
This outfit drives me bananas.
This old rag? Really?
This old rag should be illegal for what it does to me, baby.
No, what you do to me should be illegal.
You know what I like about you working nights?
What?
We get to in the afternoon.
Oh, sweetheart, I love you. I do. But you know what? I got so many things to do. I got so many errands. Are you ready?
What up in there?
It's the rescue squad. Come on, open the door.
All right, everybody, here we are. The rescue squad is here to help. Now, you are going to be Mrs. USA Homemaker. Oh, my name is not Myrtle Fargate.
All right. I'm sorry.
You're finished, Adam. You've lost everything.
Dixie will get custody. You'll never get your son back.
You're fighting a losing battle, Adam. It's time to face reality.
You're finished, Adam.
Lost.
You are finished.
face
You've lost. You have to face it.
You have
You've lost,
to face
Adam.
it.
You've lost everything.
Adam,
You are
you've lost your family. You've lost your son.
Adam? What is it? Adam, you okay? Adam? Adam, speak to me.
All My Children. Brought to you by General Foods Corporation. Satisfying your family is what we're all about.
Is 20 minutes too long to wait for the slow-cooked taste and the plump whole grains of long-grain rice? It is now. This is Minute Premium Long Grain Rice, a different kind of rice from Minute. slow-cooked taste, plump whole grains in 5 minutes. So why wait 20 minutes for the mouth-watering, slow-simmered taste of long-grain rice when you can have it in 5 minutes? Minute Premium long-grain rice. Slow-cooked taste in 5 fast minutes.
Some things you just can't bottle. A touch, a nuzzle. And only you can give your baby breast milk, the most complete baby food. But if the time ever comes when you need a formula, you should know this. No formula is more nutritious than Gerber baby formula. Talk to your doctor about it. If it doesn't come from you, shouldn't it come from Gerber?
Mommy, I can't breathe good.
Why is this child waking up in the middle of the night, sniffling and sneezing, coughing instead of sleeping? Why? When there's Children's NyQuil. Children's NyQuil was developed with the advice of pediatricians. It has no alcohol, no aspirin, and it gives him the relief he needs to rest. Children's NyQuil, the no alcohol, no aspirin, nighttime sniffling, sneezing, stuffy head coughing, so your child can rest medicine.
I can't believe it. I just married a morning person.
Coast, the crisp scent opens your eyes. Coast, your spirits start to rise. Coast is the way to bring you back to life.
The scent awakens your senses.
Hey, the honeymoon's not over.
Coast brings you back to life.
Adam? Adam, please talk to me. Tell me what's wrong.
What?
I came in and asked you what was wrong, and you didn't even hear me. It was really weird. I was so scared.
There's nothing to be scared of, Stuart. I'm just lost in my own thoughts, that's all. I have a lot on my mind.
Yeah, right. I still can't believe it. You really lost everything?
Momentarily, yes.
They can't take your son away from you and not let you see him anymore, can they? Huh?
They might try. Doesn't mean it'll happen. Wishful thinking on Palmer Cortland's part. He won't win.
4 aspirin, that's too many. You shouldn't take more than 2 at a time, ever.
Says who?
That's how many I always take. So it says in the bottle, 2 aspirin every 4 hours.
Yeah, for the pain I have, 4 is quicker.
You're not taking very good care of yourself, Adam. You're not.
Oh, Stuart, for Pete's sake.
I'm not the only one that's worried about you. Brooke called a little while ago. She wants me to keep an eye on you, make sure you're getting enough rest and eating right.
It's nice that she cares.
She's not the only one that cares, Adam. Quite frankly, you don't look all that hot. I think maybe you should get a checkup.
I don't need some quack doctor poking and jabbing at me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Don't get mad. I'm just concerned.
I appreciate your concern, Stuart, but all this badgering, this makes my headache worse.
Hello, Brooke. It's Stuart. Look, I need your help. Adam's in terrible shape.
And what are you chortling over?
There's rumors of trouble in Chandler Enterprises.
I hate it when you gloat.
Gloat, Lee? I'm not gloating, just dispensing the news. Mm-hmm. And where are you going with my handsome great nephew?
It's time for your handsome great nephew to wake up and have his bottle. He has made his demands known.
Oh, that's it, little fella. Keep him jumping.
Don't you listen to a word he says.
You don't need his help to get the bottle. Why don't you leave him right here? We'll have a little man-to-man. Come on.
All right. Don't
yours. Go, woman, go. Do his bidding. Out, out. Hey. Oh, yes. I knew it. You're going to be the spitting image of me, just as I predicted. Yes, indeed, you are one of us. You certainly are. You are a Cortland through and through. Oh, and after that hearing today, it's going to become official. It certainly is. And I don't want you to listen to any of those people to say that you are going to suffer not having your biological father around, because I'm going to be all the father you'll ever need. Yes, I will. I will fill you full of the glories of our family, hard, working people, salt of the earth. Myra, get in here and take care of this, would you?
All right, let's give this thing a dry run to start it off, all right?
And I'm taking Dixie's place in the cooking department. She's going to be in court all afternoon.
Oh, I know.
Joey and I are going to teach you everything you ever want to know about auto mechanics.
But we're afraid to ask.
No, that's sex.
That too?
Down, boys. Guys, this is really, really great because I need all the help I can get. Tomorrow, I have got to make a dessert, hem up a skirt, and take apart and put back together a carburetor, whatever that is.
By the time we're done with you, you'll be able to put it together backwards.
Oh, and my mom and I, the glamour queens of TV, are going to give you a wonderful makeover that'll knock the judges right out of their box.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
So whose car are you going to practice on? Yours, of course. Well, that's good.
Feel my toe, too.
When you were a kid, having fun was your job. You took it seriously, and you were great at it. Man, did it feel good. But now,
your job's your job.
What happened to the fun part? That's Doubleman's job. Because when you put that legendary one-of-a-kind taste in your face, you feel good. Really, really good. Kind of like when you were a kid. So even though you're a big kid now, double your fun with Doublemint gum. And this grown-up life, it's the fun part.
For different people, different one-a-days. Each has essential vitamins, but one adds more of what women need. Another has more for men. And older adults get the extras they need.
Var det en fet jul, eller?
Men hvordan skal vi bruke nettet for at det skal bli enda lettere i 97?
Hva med å legge hele gavekatalogen online?
Så kan barna e-maile ønskelistene sine rett til websiten vår.
IBM har sagt at med låtens nummer november kan vi kjøre hele opplegget fra hvor som helst. Hvor som helst?
Hvor som helst.
Bruk solkrem. Du er rød på nesa.
It's coming. A miserable cold and the power to fight it. All the power of Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine is in Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels. Rush relief with Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels.
On the next Home Improvement.
Why would they steal a knife?
Tim's boys commit a Swiss Army ripoff.
Instead of magnifying glass, a corkscrew, a toothpick.
In case they get attacked by wine stewards with spinach in their teeth?
But when the crime is this close to home...
If I start searching their rooms, I might as well just turn right into my mother.
Who you gonna call? Home Improvement. Saturday on Fox 68.
Pizza Hut Employee Memo number 3. Subject, pricing. Okay, we want to take a few minutes to take you through our pricing plan for our new pepperoni pizza. Everyone got their calculators? Good. Throw them out. Every medium pepperoni, $7.99. Every large pepperoni, $9.99. Okay, pop quiz. How much?
$7.99.
How much?
$9.99.
And what was that for?
Pepperoni.
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 I tell you, this is a good start to making it great.
What did your family have for dinner last night?
Burgers and, chicken and, noodly stuff. What was that stuff? It was,
Drawing a blank? Maybe you should fill that space with stovetop a little more often. Because when you fill it with stuffing, you've done something they're not likely to forget.
Excellent.
Pretty simple, isn't it? All you have to do is remember the stovetop. Everything else is just stuff. Make a little or make a lot with stovetop in the canister.
Every 10 seconds of every day, someone needs blood. The Red Cross needs more than 1,000 blood donors each day to meet the constant need. January is National Volunteer Blood Donor Month. Fox 68 and the American Red Cross ask you to celebrate by giving blood.
One Motrin IB is as effective as 2 regular-strength Tylenol for relief of pain and gentler on your stomach than aspirin. New Motrin IB, tablets or caplets, doctor-recommended pain relief.
Sunday.
If you want to keep Tyler, you better start being nice to Corky. The whole thing's a big joke. So it's a date?
She likes me.
Life goes on.
Friday, how to buy a car and not get taken for a ride.
They'll sell you a car for $14,000 you could have bought for $12,000.
Watch 2020 Friday.
I hear you're thinking of quitting the contest.
At least you'll be happy. I mean, you weren't too excited about the idea from the start.
Well, I figured you'd wipe out anyway, but look on the bright side. I mean, at least you didn't go on TV and in front of Pine Valley and the whole state and embarrass yourself. I mean, you wouldn't feel good about that now, would you? At least now Joey and the rest of the gang can stop hanging around and butting their lips, right? They didn't help you clean up? Oh, maybe they figured that that's the only thing you could pull off.
It's not like I didn't try.
No, I know. I'm not saying you didn't try. I'm just saying that you screwed up.
I made one little tiny mistake.
Yeah, but that's one too many. At least you didn't gut it out. Can you imagine how humiliated I would have been? My wife on stage showing the whole world what you can't do? Yellow. Yeah. No, Mr. Pruden, hold on for a second. You want me to just tell him that you don't want to do it, or...
No, thank you. I can do that myself.
Good. You just tell that man you don't want to enter this contest or anything.
Mr. Pruden, I thank you for calling back. I forgot what time I had to be there tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Yes, of course I'll be on time. In fact, I'll be there before time.
Well, I'm surprised, Adam, that you wanted to join in our little family celebration.
I just want to see my son.
Mm-hmm. What does it feel like with the shoe on the other foot?
You've won, Palmer. You don't need to gloat.
Well, do you blame me for wanting you to feel how my niece felt when she was aching for her child and you denied her?
I just want to say goodbye to him.
What you want is irrelevant. No, the visitation rights are very clearly spelled out.
3 hours a week.
Huh? The day and the time to be mutually agreed upon.
I just asked for one exception.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't give Dixie any exception, did you? No, you threatened her with the police.
Palmer, please. Nobody in this room can honestly say. I know how he feels.
No, he's not suffering the way you did.
Look, I'm not going to give up being angry to you for all the cruel things that you did to me. But you are his father. I have my son to think of. If you want a private moment with the baby, I would like you to allow him to go up and see him.
Well, if that's what you really want.
I do.
Myra, you escort him.
Thank you.
Palmer, after he comes down, what do you say we throw him in a food processor and feed him to the Dobermans?
Dad.
I admit it, Dixie, you're a better man than I am. Personally, I'm delighted he's suffering.
Hello, buddy.
Hello, little Adam. Ah, come here, you dad.
They treating you all right over here?
Got you away from me for the moment. But not for long. I'm gonna bring you back home soon. Got to. You're a Chandler. I have to teach you what that means. Yeah, it means you never quit. My dad taught me that. I'm gonna teach you. Once you get your name on a dream, you never let go. That's why you can't beat a Chandler. You have to stomp them to death to get them to let go of their dream. Yeah, that's what they did to my dad. But there's nobody around here with enough size to do that to me, Adam. No, sir. So I'll be back up there on top. I love you, Adam. Yes, I do. And you love me. So, I'll be back for you. Take you home. Don't you worry about it for 1 second, because I'll never quit. Never quit. Never.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of cold, crisp mountain air as I soar in the championship ski jump. Ta-da!
Lovely. You in a silver.
Get the York sensation. Eat your home cooking soup, Rosie.
It's different.
No, that's just the new label. Don't you recognize all the delicious chicken and carrots and noodles? They just changed the home cooking on the outside, not the home cooking on the inside.
Home cooking soups from Campbell's.
Hey, guys.
We found a cool new way to get vitamin C.
Really?
No kidding. Look, new nice vitamin C drops.
Yeah.
You get a full day's supply of vitamin C in every cool, soothing drop.
Well, what do you think?
Real cool. New. From those cold experts at Nice.
Got great curves? Great curves deserve
18-hour.
Playtex 18-hour bra. Supports full figures more beautifully.
Comfortably.
Great curves deserve.
The 18-hour bra.
From Playtex, the fit that makes the fashion.
Fisher-Price announces the opening of a brand new McDonald's.
I'm cooking. Look at me, flipping. Mama, can't you see? Brian, baby, you and me, shaking and serving too. I'm driving. Yes, read, taking orders. I'm a sight to see. I'm cooking. Yes, really me. Look at me, Fisher-Price can do.
Introducing the fun with food McDonald's. It gets little imaginations working fast.
Look at me, Fisher-Price can do.
Saturday, Burt Reynolds returns in the season premiere of BL Stryker on the ABC Saturday Mystery.
On One Life to Live.
The bottom line right now is if I'm going to stay married to you.
Vicky and I are finished.
Where does that leave us? Where do we stand?
I messed up my whole marriage.
She'll get Roger Gordon off her sister. She knows he's not half the man you are.
One Life to Live.
Ah, the weekend. Perfect for just loafing around with a loaf of Pillsbury quick bread. All our quick breads have that homemade taste. They're made with real fruit and nuts. A delicious snack to warm up your house. So go ahead, do a little loafing this weekend. 'Cause nothing says loving like Pillsbury quick bread.
The secret to the taste of Dunkin' Donuts is that we haven't changed the way we make them in 40 years. We still make them fresh day and night, and we still make them by hand. How else could Dunkin' Donuts bring the goodness of yesterday to the customers of today?
Like, do you have any jelly donuts?
Come by Dunkin' Donuts and get a gander at our Christmas Geese canister set. Only $1.99 when you buy 45 munchkins or a dozen donuts. But hurry before they fly south for the winter.
Going out of business sale at Champagne Bridal and Fur Shopping Town. Save 40 to 80% on every coat and gown. Champagne Shopping Town going out of business sale.
The best buys in cordless phones.
Watch Consumer Reports on 9 News.
I'm annoyed. It's because this is the kind of problem you should have anticipated.
It was a silly oversight, I confess.
It was a little more than a silly oversight.
Please, don't let it spoil the lovely breakfast we just had.
Frankly, I'm more concerned about it spoiling the centennial celebration. I mean, we were counting on the ballroom here at the Landview Grand for our gala, and now it's scheduled for a convention of shoe
I
salesmen.
promise I will go to the hotel manager and correct the situation immediately.
Good morning, Victoria.
Hello, Roger. Vicky, what an unexpected treat.
Morning, Dara. Your secretary said that you would be here. I think we have some things that we have to discuss.
To be honest, Vicky, Roger and I were just about...
Dara, don't you think you should go handle that problem, that scheduling problem with the hotel manager?
Yes, of course. I'll be right back.
Victoria, before you say anything, I think I know why you're here.
All right.
Yeah.
See that right there?
Uh-huh. That used to be the old Arizona shooting gallery.
That's right. Tear it down, along with the electric pony ride and the hot dog stand.
All right, man. You've got a lot for me and the guys here to tear down. When are we going to start building? I thought we were here to build.
Yeah, well, we are. Just as soon as we get rid of all the 10-cent reminders of the theme park that used to be here. Then we will put up a real western town, Tyler.
Good, good, because I can't wait to put down that sledgehammer, pick up the nail gun and the 2-by-4.
Oh, that reminds me. That new carpenter I hired, he should be waiting outside. Would you get him for me, please?
Yes, sir. Hey, Clint. Clint, that new carpenter wouldn't be a woman, would he?
Not the last time I looked. Why?
Well, because there's a pretty young lady coming this way.
Vicky.
Howdy, partner. I hear tell you're looking for a hired hand.
It's me.
I didn't mean to scare you, just that after last night, I just can't keep my hands off.
Just hold me, all right? Just hold me.
What's wrong, baby?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Play School. Parents look to us for the best fun for their children from crib through preschool.
At Play School, we know toddlers love busy toys with big pieces, so we made new Weebles bigger and chunkier.
I've got the greatest farm around. Play School Weebles Farm. Farmer Weebles, so much fun. Weebles wobble like they don't fall down.
And our Play School Weebles Farm has 12 activities and sounds, animal-shaped sorters, even a hayloft.
Weebles wobble like they don't fall down. The Play School Weebles Farm. I love farming.
Today, there's a diet pill that can help you lose weight without being hungry.
And with no caffeine to make me nervous.
All my life I've been struggling with my weight. With Dexatrim, I finally lost weight, and without being hungry.
These are real people who've lost weight with Dexatrim. Just one works all day, morning through bedtime, to control your appetite and help you lose weight.
Dexatrim did it for me. I lost weight and feel great.
Today is caffeine-free Dexatrim. Nothing works harder to help you lose weight.
Didn't know that, buddy. I didn't know that. Really? That good, huh?
They're talking about new special formula Baby Fresh with aloe vera. It's the only wipe blended with cotton and moistened with all natural ingredients.
Tell me more.
Baby Fresh is still bigger and thicker. New special formula Baby Fresh with aloe vera. It's gentle on your baby's skin.
She got deep into the hearts of Texas. But has Cheeky Fergie got the Brits seeing red? The surprising answers are in this week's People. Fergie's even got Princess Di keeping her distance. And so much more. People, that's what we're all about.
Gee, s'mores are hard to make. Oh, not again.
Now you can enjoy those ooey gooey chocolatey fudge graham sandwiches in the microwave. New Suddenly S'mores. Suddenly the great taste of s'mores in seconds.
Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you like that.
No, I know. I feel ridiculous screaming that way. I mean, I should have known it was you.
Well, yeah, I should hope so. Here.
Just when I reached out and I felt your hand, it just made me flash back to all those times with Austin, you know, and the times that he found me alone. There was a time in the shower.
Listen, sweetheart, look. Austin is dead. This is all my fault, trying to sneak up and surprise you like that. The last thing I ever want to do in my life is remind you of that part of your life.
I know. I thought I'd put that part of my life behind me. I mean, you know, all those nightmares about Austin coming back from the grave, and I'm sorry. I thought it was all over. Listen, I don't want to talk about Austin or even think about him. Okay, maybe we could just get out of the bathroom.
Okay, no problem.
Or, you know, maybe even we could just get dressed and leave the suite altogether. You know, not that this hasn't been completely memorable honeymoon. It's just I think might feel better the sooner I'm dressed tonight.
Okay, look. Your wish is my command, but the honeymoon is not over yet. As soon as we get dressed, we'll go downstairs and we'll have ourselves a nice little romantic breakfast, all right? Strawberries and cream, scrambled eggs and caviar, champagne.
Champagne for breakfast?
Yeah, we'll pour champagne on our pancakes if we want to. We're celebrating now. There's no way I'm going to let this celebration ever end.
Julia, you're the last person I expected to see way out here.
Yeah, I can tell. I hope my turning up on your doorstep hasn't caused you any problems.
Problem? No, not at all. Matter of fact, it's a very pleasant surprise. Let me introduce you to my partner here, Julia Medina. This is Tyler McGillis.
Hello, Tyler.
Ma'am?
I'm a very lucky man to have this fellow working with me.
Hey, I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Clint's dream is rather contagious. All I had to do was hear about it back in Landview, and, well, here I am, ready to start work.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You mean this isn't just a social visit?
Well, no. Cord had told me that, well, he suggested you might need someone to help you start a paper out here.
Well, yes, but...
You know, someone experienced, someone with initiative, someone with a pioneering spirit. He thought I was perfect for the job.
Well, I did call Cord and ask him to consider sending somebody up, and I never thought for a minute
That he'd send your society columnist. Well, why not? I mean, if I'm not a pioneer, who is? I came all the way here from England to start life again in a new country. I mean, that's what I call initiative.
Well, I don't have any question about that at all. It's just that I hate to see you overextend yourself when you have all your personal problems back in Landview.
Now, if you're talking about Gabrielle, well, she got a job on Fraternity Row. She's started her community service, and I don't think there's any chance of her going to Statesville prison now. As for Deborah, she's in one of her Mummy, I'd rather be alone sort of moods, so she's glad to have me out of her hair. So, you see, Mr. Buchanan, I really have lots of time to help you launch your Frontier newspaper.
Well,
That is, unless you'd rather I weren't here.
Well, Clint, if you don't mind my saying so, I think we need someone with Mrs. Medina's grit and gumption.
Grit and gumption? Well, I've been referred to in a lot of ways during my life, but that's a first.
well, yeah, like Tyler said, we do need people that are qualified.
Well, if you guys will excuse me, I'm going to go do my bit for the new newspaper. Namely, start building the office, so.
Great. What a wonderful chap.
Oh, yeah, and don't think I don't know it. Well, I guess you might as well roll up your shirt sleeves and see what we have in store here. These are the plans for construction, just as soon as we get the demolition out of the way. You know?
This is amazing. You've already got a whole town mapped out here. Look at this, the general store, there's the church. Gosh, you've even got an opera house.
Opry. We call it the Opry.
Oh, right. Well, I'll have to brush up on the local patois.
Yeah, fine. Also, that's not all there is to it. I mean, if you're going to get along here without getting laughed out of town all the way back to Landview, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take you in hand.
It's about Dara, right? You still object to her taking your place on the Centennial Committee. But after the debacle at the wedding rehearsal, I just figured you wouldn't want to work together anymore.
Roger, I don't care about Dara Simone or the fact that she's replacing me on the committee. I am concerned about Sarah and her happiness. And I think that Clint and you and I have made her miserable.
I'm not any happier about what happened at the church than you are, but we can't turn back the clock and change it.
Well, that's small comfort for Sarah. Roger, I'm so ashamed of myself. I can't even pick up the phone and call her to apologize. I can only imagine how angry she must be with me.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy for me to talk to her either, but she's forgiven me for my part in this sorry mess.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad for you. But forgiveness is one thing, and getting over all the pain and the hurt that we have caused her, that's quite another.
Sarah's always had a certain sparkle, and I noticed that some of that is gone.
And that's all because 3 people who claimed to love her could not refrain from spoiling what should have been one of the happiest days of her life. Roger, please tell me, what can I do?
I wish I knew.
Oh, come on, there's got to be something. I would hate to think that my marital problems came between Beau and Sarah.
Well, there's no magic formula. I know that much. The only thing I can suggest is just to leave Sarah and Beau alone, give them time, and let them figure out the best thing for themselves.
All right. I guess you're right. You know something, in a way, I envy them. Despite everything that has happened, at least they're together.
What's going on with you and Clint?
Not a heck of a lot, thank you very much.
Meaning?
Meaning that Clint and I have separated.
Oh, Chex. Well, Mom's always saying we eat like horses.
What's for breakfast?
New old Chex.
Quit horsing around.
Boys, give these new oat Chex a chance.
It's a long shot.
They have a delicious toasty crunch.
She's gaining.
And the taste of honey.
Mom wins again.
Make your mouth happy with a winning taste of new oat Chex. Your mouth will love them.
No matter where in this world you go,
Io? Usa pile di trio una volta al mese tutto ciò che ti serve.
what the culture,
Den har 3 hastigheter så att den ska passa min hårtyp.
or who you ask,
Vous pouvez prendre Epilady Trio partout, c'est sans fil.
17 million women
你用得到 Epilady Trio, to you用.
will tell you the same thing.
Nikt nie lubi golić nóg. Jeżeli zdecydowałaś się, Epilady jest najlepszym sposobem.
Epilady Trio Cordless. The more you use it, the better it feels.
You know, Timmy, this reminds me of when I played with my dad. First, you get my trains rolling.
I got it.
Fisher-Price introduces the Magic Track train.
Then he'd show me how things worked.
Watch closely, Dad.
Boy, the fun we had together.
That's my job, Dad.
With Magic Track, just by turning a handle, kids can run a railroad all by themselves.
Boy, wasn't that great, Dad?
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll show you even more.
Thanks, Dad.
Everything was quiet. When suddenly I heard it, all the way from the other side of the house. It could only be Peter coughing. I looked in. His nose was running. He was sneezing. It was his worst cold ever. But then I remembered what my pediatrician had said. Pediacare has the formula he prefers. It's measured just right for Peter's age and weight. Now that he's better, I feel better, too.
Pediatricians trust the care in Pediacare.
Brenda! Well, it's good to see you. I should apologize for the mess. I promised Alicia the day she arrived that I would have the ceiling replastered, and I'm only now getting to it.
Well, you know, it's nice to know that you have to do repair work in a mansion. And I won't hold you up long and keep you.
You would never hold me up. You're never a problem, especially when you bring my favorite guy. Hello, Stephen. Guess what? Got a little surprise for you. Come here. Come here. You see this pile of toys down here? They have been waiting just for you. You want to play with them? Yeah, I thought so. Come on. There you go. Look. Have a good time. Huh?
Michael, I need to talk to you about something, a little business. I got a bank statement in the mail today about Stephen's fund, and you know what? There are a whole lot of zeros next to those numbers there.
I told you I want to put him through college.
Michael, he could buy a college with this fund.
Brenda, it's hardly that much. What's the matter? Is Larry objecting?
No, Larry hasn't objected to anything, probably because I haven't told him about it, and I'd forgotten about it until today, until this came in the mail.
Well, there's no reason to involve him, is there? If he's still too sensitive.
I am going to have to tell him about this fund. I can't keep it from him. These statements come into the house. He's going to see this. He's going to pick it up. He's going to see all those zeros there. He's going to have a fit, Michael.
All right. Simple solution. I have the bank send the statement to me, and I take care of it. If you trust me, I'll handle the account.
Well, of course I trust you. It's your money anyway.
Wrong. It's Stephen's. So, I will handle the account, and I want you to think of it as his money. Anytime you want to check on it, you'll be more than welcome.
Well, all right. I guess that is the lesser of two evils, isn't it?
Thanks, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Grant, but he's here in the flesh himself.
Who's here?
I believe your charming housekeeper means me. Raymond Hohenstein of Mendora, at your service.
Your Highness?
Please, Mr. Grant, my friends call me Raymond. Of course, at Harvard, they had other names for me.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My friends call me Michael.
Michael. Oh, you were expecting my aide to stop by with some papers, but I prefer to speak for myself. And of course, if I had sent my aide, I would have missed the opportunity to meet Mrs. Grant.
No, why should anyone laugh at me? I think I know my way around a newspaper office by now.
I'm not talking about your work habits. I'm not talking about your work habits. The outfit. Where did you get the outfit?
Is something wrong?
The hat.
What's wrong with my hat? My hat?
Yeah.
My hat. Clint, my hat. Excuse me,
Don't worry. Needs a little tuning up.
God.
Just relax. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Peter, you've absolutely ruined it.
Oh, wait a second here.
What?
No, this, here, you got, it's the buttons. Just relax. It's the buttons. Here.
But
It's too many buttons.
Excuse me, I don't... What are you doing?
There.
I feel positively vandalized.
Well, no, I just want to help you blend in, you know, so you don't look like a $100 saddle on a $10 horse.
I beg your pardon?
Look at it like this. If I came to your townhouse in London dressed like this, wouldn't you try to make me over too?
I suppose I would. Clint, I have a confession to make. I didn't just happen to turn up here.
Clint has gone to Arizona. And I obviously am still here.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time believing all this could happen so suddenly.
Oh, it was hardly sudden, Roger. You of all people should know the tension that has existed between Clint and me for weeks, for months. And then after what happened at the wedding rehearsal,
I take it you took the argument home with you.
No, actually we didn't. We ended it right there at the cathedral. Do you know that he wanted to sell Landfair? I refused. And then he refused to compromise about anything. All he could think about was his own anger and his need.
Well, you couldn't get him to calm down and wait before making such a rash move?
No, he did not want to be calmed down. He wanted to be obeyed. Our marriage could only work on his terms. That is exactly what he said to me. And since I refused to accept those terms, he said he was leaving without me.
Sorry, I don't know what to say. I take that back. There is something. Now that Clint's made his decision, where does that leave us? You and me.
You don't have to have scrambled eggs and caviar. We can have just scrambled eggs and some fresh grapefruit. Whoa, don't look now. Well, I might as well go and say hello at least. Morning, Vicky. Hi, Roger.
Oh, what a nice surprise.
All right.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you two together.
Well, thanks, Vicky. And we both know what you must be going through right now.
Clint told Bo that he was leaving for Arizona.
I tried to talk him into staying, but he...
Thank you for trying. I hated that my problems have somehow become yours.
But no longer.
Well, Bo has promised me a very special breakfast, so if you'll excuse us.
Okay, but if you need anything from me, Vicki, you don't hesitate, okay?
Thank you.
See.
Well, they certainly look happy this morning. Thank God for that.
I'm waiting for an answer, Victoria. Where do we stand?
Hallmark has a special way to capture the memories of this Christmas. The 1989 carousel ornaments with dated collector's base. 4 beautifully detailed horses. Each week a new horse is available for just $3.95 with each $10 Hallmark purchase. Check the ad in your Thursday newspaper for a participating Hallmark store. A new horse each week. Collect all 4 because the years may pass, but the memories always come back around.
The love that slipped away.
Theirs was a love affair. A love of butter spoiled by cholesterol. Until now. For you, my love.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I Can't Believe It's Not Butter is the only spread flavored with sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol to spoil their song.
This time love will stay.
I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, the taste you love without the cholesterol.
More and more people are waking up to Juan Valdez and his 100% Colombian coffee. And so can you.
Buenos días.
Just look for Juan on the label when you're shopping. You can't miss him. 100% Colombian coffee. The richest coffee in the world.
Be home before dinner.
Bye.
Don't speed.
At Play School, we know even the littlest kids want to drive off in a car of their own. So we made Busy Car. Busy Car is easy to handle and is loaded with play features that make seeing the world lots more fun.
Hi, Bob. Hi.
And Busy Car has plenty of room for friends. There's even a center straddle bar that keeps busy drivers in their seat. Play School's Busy Car. The fun keeps on going.
On General Hospital, the love she lost was everything to Anna. Her life with Duke meant more than anything.
I love you.
But nothing could prepare her for this.
What are you talking about?
Word has it, Duke Lavery is alive. If he's alive, you have to kill Duke Lavery.
Will Anna be reunited with Duke on General Hospital?
Roger, you are talking about an us as if there were an us. My husband has just left me to go and make a new life for himself somewhere else. I don't even know where I stand with myself, much less you right now.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. That was totally unfair of me. You have enough pressure without having to come up with answers for me. I withdraw the question.
No, you're entitled to know my feelings. I told Clint that I wanted to work things out with him. But here in Landview, where we have our home and our family and our friends...
In other words, you're still committed to Clint.
I am committed to my marriage. There's a marriage that we both believed in, and I feel that I owe it to myself and to my children to be true to that marriage, and yet at the same time...
No. You don't have to say any more. I understand your commitment to your marriage. And I still think that my instinct was right in replacing you with Dara on the committee. I mean, what with this separation, we couldn't possibly stay working together.
Roger, I don't know how it happened, but I've made things worse.
What happened?
I tried to reason with the hotel manager, but I must have said something to offend the woman. She refuses to change the ballroom reservations.
Didn't you explain to her that we have to have this date for the centennial, that this is more important than a convention for shoe sales?
I tried to explain, but she must have taken offense at something I said. Oh, Roger, everything's ruined.
Oh, come on. I think the centennial celebration can overcome this catastrophe.
Victoria, where are you going?
Well, I'm going to go have a word with the hotel manager.
You're wasting your time, Vicky.
Somehow I don't think so, Dara.
But she's not even on the committee anymore. Is she?
Just in case you want to know, the meal was delicious.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not that hungry after all.
You don't have to apologize. I know I have. I'm still thinking about the shower. I could kick myself for scaring you like that, honey. I really...
No, Bo, it's not the shower or Austin or anything else from the past. I'm having a hard enough time dealing with the present.
Vicky and Roger. I know it's tough for me to see him, too, especially since... Well, no,
Just say it.
No.
Just say it, especially since Vicky and Clint have separated. Guess my dad didn't waste any time, did he?
We don't know why they were together. Yeah, no, it could have been that centennial business.
Oh, come on. Are you telling me you didn't sense the tension between them?
Well, there was a little tension.
Well, do you think that was because of the centennial celebration?
Probably not.
No, so there's only one conclusion. I guess, obviously, Clint was right. I guess something has been going on between Vicky and my father.
I don't know. Maybe. It's a possibility. Maybe it's more than just a possibility, but they did seem a little guilty.
I know.
No, wait a minute. Wait. You know what we're doing?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, I know what we're doing. Once again, we're letting ourselves get involved in this never-ending saga of Vicky, Clint, and Roger.
That's exactly right. See, I see a little pattern developing here, and I think it's about time we put a stop to it. Just wish to God I knew how to do it.
Well, I do.
What?
When Cord told me that you were looking for recruits for the new paper, I didn't wait to be asked.
So you volunteered? What's wrong with that?
No, I more than volunteered. I just sort of nagged him until he had no choice but to send me.
Oh, I see. And poor Cord didn't have much chance against the willpower of Julia Medina, is that it?
No, it was more than willpower. I had this intuitive sense that you needed someone. You needed someone here who knew all about what's going on. Someone to give you professional support, but also emotional support.
I see.
Well, if that was in any way presumptuous, or if you feel as though I'm an intruder, then, well, all you have to do is show me where the bus stop is to Phoenix.
Well, as a matter of fact, it was presumptuous, and it is a bit of an intrusion.
I suppose all I can say is I'm sorry.
However, I admire your courage in taking the risk. And I appreciate the honesty.
So you're not angry?
Not even a little bit. I got all kinds of people around here who will help me out with hammers and nails, even printer's ink. But none of them know about the problems I have with my marriage or what I'm going through.
Then I'm glad I came. I know I shouldn't ask you this, but have you spoken to Vicky since you've been here?
I picked up the phone a couple dozen times, but I never dialed the number. I guess I just don't want to pressure her.
Is that the only reason?
You know me pretty good, don't you? Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's another reason. I don't want to feel rejected again.
Maybe she won't reject you. Perhaps she's even changed her mind in the short time you've been here.
Maybe. I guess I just keep hoping that maybe she'll pick up the telephone and call me.
Still at it, huh, Buchanan?
Just who are you?
My name's Taggart. Since you didn't take to my first warning, I figured I'd come back directly to tell you to pack it in. get out of town.
Lens Crafters took 42 minutes to do my glasses.
Lens Crafters crafts your quality glasses in about an hour by putting the whole lab right in the store so you can see better, faster, in about an hour.
Lens Crafters. Check your yellow pages or call 1-800-522-LENS.
Nighttime or nap time, irritating wetness can interrupt the best of dreams. That's why baby needs Desitin for the kind of rich, thick protection not found in any other leading brand. So don't put your baby to bed with anything less than Desitin.
It's Color Tiles Fall Blowout Sale. Save up to 50%. On ceramic floor tiles, Armstrong No Wax floor tiles. Get our lowest prices ever on DuPont Stainmaster carpet. Plus, take 90 days to pay. Color Tiles Fall Blowout Sale for only 7 days.
In about 10 minutes, you can either begin making fresh brewed iced tea, or you can begin drinking it. The iced teapot by Mr. Coffee, the modern way to make old-fashioned iced tea.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment. Health insurance for everyone in Massachusetts was the plan. A year later, it may fail.
We will probably lose everything.
Watch Peter Jennings on ABC's World News tonight.
Hello, Dolly. Hello, Jerry Herman. Music from Broadway's best. And that's The Ticket, tonight at 5:30 on 9 News.
Double Super Weekend. This weekend is Romano Ford and Romano Jeep Eagle team up to give you amazing discounts on over 300 cars in stock. Discounts like these. Get any 90 Escort Pony for just $6,900. Get $2,000 off the 1990 Crown Victoria with prices starting at $16,900. Any 90 Taurus L with automatic transmission, air conditioning, and cruise is just $12,900. And get $2,500 off any 1990 Bronco plus an additional $750 direct from Ford. Supercars, super deals at Super Weekend this Friday, Saturday, and the main event Super Sunday at Romano Ford Super Dealership in Fayetteville.
Rent-A-Vision welcomes Buddy the Wonder Dog.
Buddy, how did you become such a big star?
Buddy!
Of course, the Lawrence owner made the Rent-A-Vision. So what's the latest deal?
Oh, they're in the home entertainment center, too. Where can I get one?
The People's Court, today at 5 on Central New York 9.
You flatter me, Your Highness, but this lovely lady is my friend, not my wife. Prince Raymond of Mendora, allow me to present Miss Brenda McGillis.
Of Landview, Pennsylvania, formerly of Phoenix, Arizona. And that's my boy there, Stephen, and it is so nice to meet you, Your Highness. Raymond, sir. Great.
The honor is mine, Miss McGillis, but you must excuse me while I remove the royal foot from my mouth.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. How are you to know that we were just good friends?
Well, I hope in spite of my awkward introduction that we can all be friends. Once you put aside Your Highnesses.
Well, please call me Brenda. Raymond.
So, Raymond, would you join us for lunch?
Oh, thank you, but I must move on to another appointment. Before I forget, my main reason for stopping by.
Well, now, this is a first. I have never received delivery from royalty before.
A little better than the easy messenger service, don't you think?
Because I wanted to make sure you had this information as soon as possible. I thought it would be appropriate, more American, if I took a hands-on approach.
Well, hands-on. That's a very American way of putting that.
Well, you're talking to a Harvard graduate.
Go Crimson, beat Yale. I still have my charge account at the Coop. And Elsie sends me roast beef sandwiches, Air Express, to the Royal Palace once a month.
You can take the prince out of Cambridge, Mass., but not Cambridge, Mass. out of the prince.
I admit it. From the day I entered Harvard Yard, I was smitten with America.
Well, we're going to have to give you the royal tour of Landview then. I mean, we don't have like a Harvard Yard, but we have a really beautiful view from Mount Lantano. We have some nice restaurants like Heavenly Hash. And we have the Landview Lanes.
Landview Lanes.
It's the local bowling alley. Oh, and you know what, Raymond? If you go there on a Saturday night and you make a strike in the 10th frame, you get a free beer and a free game.
Brenda, I hardly think that the prince is...
Oh, my.
No. It sounds wonderful. I can't wait to try it. But I really must be on my way. I'm scheduled to meet with Asa Buchanan. You know him, I trust.
Oh, yes. Do yourself a favor. Don't mention my name.
Rivals.
To say the least.
Well, I understand. Well, thanks again for your hospitality, Brenda. It was a delight meeting you.
So I will, I'll look these over and I'll give you a call in the morning. And listen, if you have any problems with your suite at my hotel, don't bother with the concierge. Call me directly.
Ah, very kind. But please, go back to your lovely friend. I can find my own way.
All right.
Excuse me if I sound provincial here, but wow, Michael, I can't believe that.
That's quite a dashing figure, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, and he's so real.
What'd you expect?
I don't know. I've never been around a prince before. I'm not sure that you've noticed that. But,
not at all, not at all. You know, I think his visit's going to be interesting for all of us. I mean, he's not your average run-of-the-mill royalty, is he?
You know what I'm thinking about?
My eggs are getting cold.
No. Come on, I'm thinking about last night. You and me. Our fantasy wedding night in the bridal suite. Come on. You do remember that, don't you?
You were that guy in the top hat and the tails?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah. And you were the little lady in that white slinky negligee. You know what? When you stood in the doorway with the light behind you, I swear, I could see paradise.
Yeah. Last night was really special, wasn't it?
How'd you like the way I woke you up this morning?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be calling for a wake-up call in the near future. You were incredible.
Yeah, well, you weren't too bad yourself. Isn't she beautiful? No, I'm serious. I think there's nothing wrong with the whole world knowing about that.
I'm just saying some things are better left in private.
Ah, you want to be alone with me again. But not back in the bridal suite. No problem. Someplace we can be totally alone.
I think that's going to be hard for us here in Landview.
Well, so let's get out of town. I mean, we've already had our fantasy wedding night. Why not have a fantasy honeymoon, too? Maybe something like a tropical island someplace.
All right, well, we'll just jet off to some tropical island after our coffee.
You know, it's really funny that you should even mention that.
No.
Hmm? Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
2 round-trip first-class tickets to Hawaii?
Yeah. I made all the arrangements when you were still asleep. Now, we're going to land in Honolulu, spend a couple of days in Waikiki, then we go over to Maui. I have booked a cabana, private, on its own private beach. Nothing surrounding it but just lush vegetation, orchids. The only way to get in and out of this place is helicopter.
I cannot believe you. You and your surprises.
Are you angry?
No, I'm not angry. Do I look angry? I want you to promise me one thing.
Shoot.
Please, don't ever stop surprising me like this for the rest of our lives.
It's a promise.
Well, I think these tickets say that we leave this afternoon. That doesn't give us much time to pack.
Well, no, but there's no hurry because I've already sent our luggage to the airport.
This guy thinks of everything. Let's go.
No, well, wait. There's one more thing. I'd like to make one phone call before we leave to Clint. I just want to make sure my brother's okay.
Mr. Taggart, you know, threatening the homesteaders kind of went out with the buffalo.
There's some things about the old West that are worth saving. But you wouldn't know that if you can.
Well, maybe you don't know that my family founded this town 100 years ago. All I'm wanting to do is put this town back to the way it used to be.
Destroy it, you mean? This territory used to be a simple, down-home place to live. Simple, down-home people. Before Michael Grand came in here with all his money and turned it into some trashy tourist attraction.
Maybe that was Mr. Grand's intention. It damn sure isn't mine.
What do you say? All I know is this place become a joke. And people are ashamed to come from these parts. That's why a lot of people are banding together and telling you to get out.
Now, look here, my good man. You can't just lump Clint Buchanan in with Michael Grant.
Julia, let me handle it.
No, I'd like this bully to understand that...
Julia! I'll talk for myself. I understand your fears, but you have nothing to fear from me or what my plans for the town.
I'm not the one who ought to be afraid.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I have canceled the theme park. I've shut it down. All I want to do now is bring the town back to the way it used to be. A nice, easy, calm, peaceful way of life, right? You and the folks you represent are going to feel right at home here. Now, come here. Look at these plans. This is Main Street. Nothing but hitching rails all up and down the street. There's not going to be a car or a truck allowed in the whole damn town except on these special service roads.
Think I'm some kind of dumb hick, don't you? Think you can fool me with a set of blueprints?
Nobody is trying to fool you.
You're an Easterner, aren't you? Y'all alike. Yeah, talk real smooth. Everything's just a bunch of lies.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. Call me a liar is one thing. Call me an Easterner is something else.
Clayton, I hate to tell you this, but that's him. He's the one who tried to scare me off in the alley last time we were here.
Smarter boy would have listened.
Oh, wait a minute. You listen to me. You are wasting your time, Mr. Taggart. I'm not leaving. Now, you or 100 people like you are not going to run me out of town. Do you hear me?
You want to fight? You got to fight, mister. And I'll repeat the warning I told this squirt to pass on to you. Get out of town. Stay out.
It's a big world, and no one helps kids grow into it strong and healthy better than Flintstones, with all the vitamins kids need.
We're Flintstones kids. 10 million strong and growing. We're Flintstones kids. 10 million strong.
Flintstones, preferred by more moms than any other children's vitamin.
And growing.
Treat yourself like you should. Treat yourself oh so good. With chocolate kudos, granola snack. There's pleasure so big and light. You'll love the whole grain crunch and nuts in every bite. Kudos made chocolate be everything it should. So treat yourself oh so good.
Sleeping Beauty slept for 100 years, creaming a new diaper that stops leaks with a pair. Rise and shine, a prince is here, bearing Kleenex Huggies Super Trim diapers with new leakage control shields. These soft barriers help block leaks and funnel wetness into Huggies' blue inner layer. This unique design helps stop leaks like no other. Now Sleeping Beauty's wearing Huggies so new, and her dreams have all come true. Huggies, happily ever after.
What the incredible Vax machine can do. It vacuums rugs. It cleans upholstery. It mops and dries floors. It unclogs drains. It vacuums glass. It cleans wood floors. It circulates cleaning solution deep into carpets and removes hidden dirt. What it can't.
Fetch!
Introducing Vax, the cleaning, washing, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming machine. See a demonstration today at Brand Central at Sears.
Friday is the funniest.
Okay, you puny girly man.
Welcome to the pint-sized playoffs.
Underwear a little tight, boys?
Full house. Then meet the new partner.
She's a great asset to the force.
Oh, we noticed her assets the minute she walked in.
On Family Matters. And do perfect strangers float?
I wish MacGyver was here.
Then it's just the 10 of us.
Hey, Wendy, heard you did the wild thing.
TGIF, the fun way to spend Friday.
Don't worry about Taggart. Bullies like him are great when it comes to picking on kids in dark alleys. When the sun comes up, they don't have any backbone at all.
I'm not a kid, and I'm not scared of him.
Well, I'm terrified enough for all of us, thank you.
Well, he's probably the one that's been scaring off the hired help. That's why we've been having trouble getting orders.
That's what I came here to tell you. A few more of the hands just laid down their tools and left.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now we're only further behind.
If that's the cavalry, tell them to send reinforcements.
We're not whipped yet. Yeah, Columbia Cannon. Bo, it's great to hear your voice. What do you mean, how are things going? Things are going great. They couldn't be better.
Well, that's one problem solved.
What, you spoke to the hotel manager?
Such a belligerent, arrogant woman. Frankly, I found her quite reasonable. You did?
What happened?
I simply suggested that she place a call to the chairperson of the shoe salesmen's convention. And we had a very pleasant conference call.
The end result is that they're going to hold their convention the following weekend, so the Landview Grand Ballroom is ours for the centennial celebration.
Victoria Buchanan to the rescue. Again. She's amazing, isn't she, Darren?
I have to admit it, Vicki. You do have the touch.
Oh, well, thank you very much. But actually, there are a lot of details that need to be worked out, and I told her that she could count on your cooperation. In fact, I said that you were the scheduling expert, so...
You told her that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess I ought to go and attend to those details, shouldn't I? We don't want some hotel functionary thinking she can push us around.
Dara, one little thing. She's very insecure. It's a new job for her. So I think a little diplomacy would go a long way.
I understand.
I don't know how you do it, but you always do.
Oh, come on, it was a phone call, that's all.
No, I don't mean just the way you handled the hotel manager. You also smoothed Dara's feathers. That amazing is a mild word.
Roger, it's not as if I brought about world peace.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, getting on Dara's good side may be just as great an achievement.
I wish other problems could be solved just that easily.
Listen, I know I have a vested interest in your personal life, so if you want me to butt out, just tell me.
Would it stop you?
Would you want it to?
Go on, what are you going to say?
Well, it's just that sometimes we all work too hard at fixing and fine-tuning our lives. People always say marriage takes work, but what does that really mean?
I guess it means that marriage isn't always easy.
No, not always, but love should come easily. It should make you feel good and relaxed and happy. Most of all, it should make you feel true to the truest part of yourself. If it doesn't, if it requires too much effort, then maybe...
I think this is where I tell you to butt out.
No, I'm not telling you to give up on Clint. You've already said that you're committed to him. So I'm not going to try to argue you out of it. I may not like it, but I'm not going to argue. My main concern is you right now, and what's best for you. I saw how you came to life when you went to work on that hotel manager. You were in your element. You were happy. You were productive. That was good for you. And what's good for you ought to be good for your marriage, shouldn't it?
You're right. I mean, I felt very good. Doing something that I care about, getting involved in something. And you and I work incredibly well together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why does that have to stop just because Clint issued demands?
Yeah, you tell me.
Roger, my life, my work, everything is here in Landview. It's time he saw that and accepted it. But if he can't, well, he just has to, that's all. If you'll have me, I'd like my co-chair back.
If I'll have you. Victoria, you don't even have to ask.
Good, that's settled.
However, if we're going to continue working together, I have a demand of my own.
This holiday season, give your kids a present you treasured as a child. A magical motion picture from Don Bluth that's sure to become a classic. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Featuring the voices of Dom DeLuise.
I can't help it, Charlie. I itch when I'm nervous.
Lonnie Anderson.
Hello, Charlie.
And Burt Reynolds as...
Charlie.
You were the best friend I ever had.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. Rated G. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Before Fisher-Price introduced our new sport car, we had it tested by the most critical experts. They checked out the adjustable bucket seats and the realistic turbo engine.
Very impressive.
And when it came to the dashboard, they couldn't believe their ears. Then came the real test, the test drive. Well, we modestly report our experts got completely carried away.
Gerber Baby Foods is about to reveal its complete recipe for strained carrots. Fresh golden carrots. Water. Now, wasn't that simple? All Gerber Baby Foods are perfectly prepared for your baby's nutritional needs without added salt, artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Those are the facts. Pure and simple. Gerber.
Let me tell you about Welch's grape juice. Some juices you almost have to search for the taste. But Welch's grape juice, wow. You get this burst of Concord grapes. It's a taste you can feel from ear to ear, and it's so naturally sweet, they never add artificial flavors. You know, Welch's has been making it this way for more than 100 years. And as they say, practice makes perfect.
Sunday.
If you want to keep Tyler, you better start being nice to Corky. The whole thing's a big joke. So it's a date?
She likes me.
Life goes on. Tonight, George Lucas, the magic movie man, reveals his empire and the super special effects of Back to the Future Part 2 on Primetime Live tonight.
Rule number 1. We have to forget all the pain and confusion that's been causing everybody so much unhappiness, including us, and concentrate on what we do best.
And what is that, Mr. Co-Chairperson?
You've got it. Our incomparable teamwork, and that's not just my opinion, you understand. Everyone thinks that the Centennial is going to be a triumph because of our combined talents and dedication.
Oh, is that what everyone thinks, huh?
Well, if you don't believe me, just ask Dara.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, then. Rule number 2. We have to start enjoying our success, and we want to replace the tears with laughter.
Well, I could sure live with that. Can you? I mean, you've said that my presence makes it so difficult for you.
Well, it has, but that's when we were thrashing around for instant answers. As of right now, no more thrashing.
All right, rule number 3 is no more thrashing.
Not even a twitch. I want to remember all the good times we've shared. Even if they end tomorrow and you go off to Arizona and out of my life for good.
Roger, I can't even imagine being out of your life for good. Not as long as we share a daughter. If nothing else, we will always have Megan.
If nothing else. So, we're agreed to make every moment count?
Every moment. Here we are. Together again. Everything all right at home?
Oh, yeah, fine. Couldn't be better. Bo and Sarah are not going to let the marriage postponement mess them up. They are going to have a pre-honeymoon honeymoon in Hawaii.
Your brother sure knows how to live.
So does his brother.
Yeah, well, I just wish I hadn't told him about having trouble hiring help.
You were just trying to be honest, Clint.
Yes, I know. I just don't want him to worry about me when he should be having a good time with Sarah. Thank God I didn't tell him about Taggart. He would have dropped Hawaii completely and come out here to help me.
Clint, if you don't mind my saying so, we could use him.
I think Tyler's right. I mean, if you can't turn to your own brother...
That's the point. I can't right now. Not now. I've imposed on him and Sarah enough. I put them through enough. I just can't be interfering with their life anymore.
Well, it's understandable, but if you don't have the help you need...
I'll get it. Meanwhile, I've got a beautiful team right here, don't I? Right. I mean, you, Tyler.
Right. And just let him try and stop us.
There you go. Right? Squirt.
Clint, all right?
Yeah. So he says, but there's something in his voice. Now, I know my brother well enough to know when he's keeping something from me. I think he misses his family, misses Vicky and the kids, everybody.
Honey, maybe there's something we can do.
Look, I don't want you feeling responsible just because we saw Vicky with your dad.
Look, I do feel responsible. And I want Clint to know that I've forgiven him for everything that happened at the wedding rehearsal.
Okay, so on the way back from Hawaii, maybe we can...
No, listen, I don't want to wait that long, all right? Why can't we stop at Buchanan City on our way to Hawaii?
No, honey, you don't have to.
I want to, please. I mean, it's not that expensive to change our tickets, is it?
No, not really. What, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. You know, at least if we're not going to get involved in Clint and Vicky and Dad's affairs, I want Clint to know that I love him, that I think of him as family. Understand that, don't you?
Understand? I don't know if I've asked you this before or not, but will you marry me?
I'm telling you, I was way out of line.
Michael, would you stop it,
No,
please?
when I invited the prince to lunch, I took it for granted that you were available, and I was presuming too much.
Well, first of all, I am free for lunch, and secondly, you weren't presuming anything, okay?
Okay, fine. Why don't I invite my investment counselor to lunch? Then we can begin to discuss Stephen's financial strategies.
You hear that, honey? You're not even out of diapers yet, and you have a financial strategy.
You're never too young to start investing.
Well, I'm going to leave that up to you, all right? I mean, as long as you don't mind just having lunch with the two of us here, okay?
That sounds great to me.
All right, let me get this little fella back in his stroller.
Come here, baby. Come on, let's go have some lunch. Okay?
You hungry?
Oh, you hungry, Puppy?
Yeah.
You want to get in there and fix up some lunch? Huh?
Okay, we'll follow you into the kitchen.
No, you're not going to do any cooking.
Oh, come on. I can make a soup and sandwich along with the best of them. In fact, I am a great cook, and you are in for a tremendous surprise.
Really? Brenda, watch out!
Ooh, I love the taste of crab delights. Lewis Camp Crab Delights tonight. It's a seafood paradise. Crab Delights tonight.
Crab Delights from Lewis Camp. So easy, so delicious. Right out of the package or in your favorite dish.
Can't help this love of mine. Now I have seafood anytime.
Ooh, I love the taste of crab delights. Crab Delights tonight.
When it comes to bagging garbage, there's a best way
Hefty,
and a second best way. A best way to close, a best way to lift, a best way to carry away. Why settle for second best?
Black & Decker presents a gift that will be appreciated every day. The Black & Decker Handy Chopper. It chops nuts, herbs, and onions quickly and easily. Something you'll appreciate in the seasonings to come. So this holiday, give a present with a future from Black & Decker.
At Play School, we know little kids love surprises.
Hi, Cookie Monster. Hi, Bert. Hi, Big Bird.
So we make Play School Sesame Street Poppin' Pals. Push a button and another friend pops up.
Bye, Oscar. Bye, Ernie. Bye, Big Bird.
There's been a lot of talk recently about how sweeteners are made. Well, we'd like to take this opportunity to show you one of our factories. 100% pure natural sugar. A sweetener only nature could make.
Tomorrow, President and Mrs. Reagan lay it on the line about Japan, abortion, astrology, and more on 2020.
An ABC News Brief, now from New York, Morton Dean.
Good afternoon. Violent weather continues to claim lives. In the Northeast, at least 6 died, some of them children, when high winds struck an elementary school in Newburgh, New York. A glass and brick cafeteria wall blew in at Coldenham Elementary School during lunch hour. In the Southeast, 17 were killed, more than 450 hurt by tornadoes overnight. The heaviest damage and loss of life in Huntsville, Alabama. 6 Jesuit priests and 2 women are among the latest victims in El Salvador's bloody civil war. The 8 were tortured and shot to death by unidentified soldiers. And the House of Representatives voted to raise members' salaries by more than 1/3. That's News Brief.
It's a double super weekend this weekend as Romano Ford and Romano Jeep Eagle team up to give you amazing discounts on over 300 cars in stock. Discounts like these: $5,000 off any 89 Grand Wagoneer in stock plus a $1,000 factory rebate, $2,000 off any 89 Wrangler, $2,000 off any 90 Premier ES, and an additional $700 factory rebate. Plus big discounts on 90 Cherokees with prices starting at $13,900. Super cars, super deals at Super Weekend this Friday, Saturday, and the main event Super Sunday at Romano Ford Super Dealership in Fayetteville.
Hey, I'm really starved for something that tastes good.
Real good taste.
But low in calories, too.
Low cal, too.
Look, ta-da, Mr. Turkey.
Mr. Turkey is 2 times good for you.
With all the goodness of whole turkey, Mr. Turkey is up to 97% fat-free and low in calories and cholesterol.
Hey, great for the taste buds, huh? Great for the figure, too.
Real good taste. Low cal, too. Mr. Turkey is 2 times good for you.
Come by Dunkin' Donuts and get a gander at our Christmas Geese canister set. Only $1.99 when you buy 45 Munchkins or a dozen donuts. But hurry before they fly south for the winter.
Turn to the Oprah Winfrey Show weekdays at 4.
Delafield residence? Oh, hello, Robert. Yes, she's right here. Just a minute. Catherine, for heaven's sake.
Mary, I don't have anything left to say to the man.
Robert, it's me. She's a little bit indisposed right now. I'm sure you'll
I'm
understand.
permanently indisposed as long as he continues to keep up this charade of charging Iona with
right,
murder.
Robert. You could safely say
I don't
she's still
understand
a
why
little
the
bit
man
upset.
can't resort to reasoning. It just doesn't occur to me that he has to
in the proper
can't
spirits
face up to
today.
the facts pointing
No,
to the obvious.
But, you know, I'm sure
This is
Robert,
amazing to me.
if you
Never
just
mind the
kind of,
facts. He doesn't care
leave
about
her
facts,
alone
does
for a
he?
while. She'll come round. Yes.
Come around to what?
Yes, Robert.
To
I'm
his
sorry.
way of thinking?
Yes, Robert. Goodbye.
Oh, that's really a switch.
You shouldn't blame Robert, Catherine.
You certainly shouldn't.
Mary, just don't, all right? I cannot believe that you would take his side over this.
Well, if she didn't do all those things she said she did, why did she say she did?
I don't know. I don't know. What? Maybe he tried to force it out of her. Did he? Well, look, Iona, don't worry about it, okay? Printing phony fibers is not exactly the same thing as killing someone after all. I mean, even Scott Baldwin knows that.
Well, I sure hope we see Scott Baldwin prove it.
Dr. Quartermain, this is Rhonda again. Please call me. I need to talk with you.
I give up. I surrender.
What are you talking about?
What does it take to satisfy you?
Coffee.
Oh, come here. I want an answer out of you.
I don't feel like answering questions this early in the morning.
I don't get it. Last night, I tell you about this deal that's going to put us on Easy Street for the rest of our lives. Now, I figure you're going to take me in there and you're going to smother me with kisses. But no, you stay up all night pacing around like some kind of a moron.
You want to know why I did that?
Yeah.
I got my car stolen. My office got broken into, and you've got some deal going that's going to wind the both of us up in prison. That's why, moron.
Listen to me. That's no reason.
Well, I wrote this in a hurry, so if you want to make any changes, feel free to do it, okay?
No, it's really good. It's perfect.
I knew you'd like it.
It's all right for us to put something like this on the air? Absolutely, honey. It's my station. I can put anything I want on the air.
Yeah, we have influential friends here.
We'll lure that diamond lady out into the open with that.
If she takes the bait.
No, she will. By tonight, we'll have her and the diamonds. I bet.
General Hospital, brought to you by Milton Bradley, makers of fine games for the entire family.
You know how it is when you ask,
Where's your other sock?
I don't know.
My pen.
I forget.
your hamster,
I don't remember.
but give them the memory game.
I can match this flower with this flower. I can match this bee with this bee. Yeah,
Kids have amazing memory skills, and developing them helps learning. That's why there are 5 different memory games so your kids can have fun as they grow out of one and into another.
Have you had your bath yet?
I can't remember.
The memory games from Milton Bradley.
It's Saturday morning, about 9 o'clock. Get out of bed and do the cinnamon roll rock. Let's go. Mama, let's cinnamon roll rock. Let your family know that you love them a lot. Drive real wild with a cinnamon roll rock. Let the cinnamon and that icing on top. Get them out of bed with that cinnamon roll rock. Yeah, Mama. You mean Mrs. Wilson? Nothing says loving like my cinnamon rolls.
Of the 72 million Hoover vacuums made since 1908, half are still beating, sweeping, and cleaning. How long will today's Hoover last? Call us in another 80 years. Reliability. Hoover invented it.
It's plumbing.
For hair clogs at their worst.
Oh, it's for you.
No other drain opener works better than Liquid Plumber.
It's for you.
Call Liquid Plumber first.
I can't believe it. I just married a morning person.
The crisp scent opens your eyes. Coast, your spirits start to rise. Coast is the way to bring you back to life.
The scent awakens your senses. Hey, the honeymoon's not over.
Coast brings you back to life.
Hi,
you
I know.
too. Well,
Hi,
reached
Mom.
Dr.
Hi,
Collins.
Dad.
Hi, and she's happy to have you back with her since your doctor.
Oh, that's good news, isn't it?
So how are you feeling, Simone?
Well,
she's much better. She had a difficult night, though, didn't you, Sue?
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
How
it
far
was-
apart are the contractions?
Well, they've
now?
kind of subsided for now.
Well, maybe I should
Yeah.
call Dr. Collins.
Well, no.
Hey, now that would be a good...
No, wait, better.
I can answer. I'm okay. Slow down. Who's having this baby, okay?
I think we all are.
Maybe we shouldn't be in.
No,
No,
please.
it's fine.
Nothing's
It's
better
okay.
than having the people I love around me right now.
As nervous as we are?
Nervous as we all are.
Yeah, I know.
And as happy
Is
as we
everything
all
all right?
are.
I heard they brought Simone in today. No, there's nothing to worry about. She's just had some strong contractions, that's all.
Nothing. No. Do you know what these feel like?
So the baby's on its way?
Yeah,
it sure is.
That's right. So I think it's time that we gave Tom and his wife a little privacy.
Well, thanks,
right?
Mom. Here, why don't you...
Okay. Don't you
Thank
worry
you.
now. Everything is going to be just fine. All right?
No.
Good luck.
Steve.
And you look after her.
I will, Pop. Thank you, I will. I'm gonna go check on a delivery room. All right. Thank you, Harrison.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Harrison.
You're welcome.
Nice of Harrison to check on the delivery room.
Dr. Collins can take care of Simone. She does not need Harrison Davis.
Well, he's just being considerate of me.
Steve, Tom is perfectly capable of looking after his wife in a time
Margaret,
like this.
darling, there's no reason to jump on Harrison.
What?
I know the real reason why you're so upset.
You do?
You're going to be grandmother.
That's right, and you're going to be a grandfather.
Aren't you having any breakfast, dear?
What? Oh, no, just coffee, Grandmother. Thanks.
You know, it's been quite a while since you and I were able to have a nice little talk together, all by ourselves.
Yes, it has.
I was so sorry to hear about Windermere closing.
Yeah, well, the police have to finish their investigation of Frisco's accident and this counterfeiting business, you know.
Oh, it was such a terrible business. But you will be opening, won't you, again?
I don't know, Grandmother. I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you.
Oh, I could just strangle Edward for starting this stupid contest between you and Alan.
I'm sure Grandfather had his reasons.
Mischief. Mischief, pure and simple. And it's destroying this family.
Well, it'll all be over with soon. Don't
Yes,
worry.
but you and Dawn should be having fun, going to parties, not sitting around worrying and working so hard.
Save your sympathy, Mother. He isn't worth it.
Alan, how dare you?
Excuse me, Grandmother, but perhaps I'd better leave.
Where to, my laboratory?
Why would I go there?
For the same reason you and that viper of a mother of yours have gone there the last couple of times, to steal the formula.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about industrial espionage.
What?
Don't play the wide-eyed innocent with me. You may be able to snow my mother, but you can't snow me.
Alan, what is all this about?
I just put it all together, Mother. You see, Tracy and Ned have been trying to steal the formula for Insulip. They're the only ones who could benefit from it.
That's ridiculous, Alan.
Is it really?
Yes.
You screwed up your own chances to win the contest. Now you're trying to sabotage mine.
You can't seriously stand there and say that I would do something like that.
I'll tell you how serious I am, Ned. I'm going to go to the board of ELQ. I'm going to get an extension on the contest, and I'm going to prove it beyond a shadow of doubt.
You'll do no such thing.
The hell I won't. You know as well as I do that somebody broke into that lab.
Well, it wasn't me.
You can deny it as much as you want, but I am going to prove you to be the thief that you are.
I'm not going to stand around here and listen to this. I've got company to win.
Over my dead body.
Yeah?
Over my dead body!
Dear,
Alan, stop it. You're upsetting your mother.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. But I'm not going to stand by and let that pair of jackals take away my company. It belongs to me.
Well, then win the damn contest. You haven't even perfected the formula yet.
You don't think I will?
I think you can do anything you set your mind to, and right now your mind should be set on that formula.
Fine. First I'll finish the formula, then I'll finish Tracy and Ned.
Scott, would you please do this for me?
Surprised you want my hands that close to your neck.
Come on. Here. I just thought you'd be gone. I thought you had an appointment with Iona.
You know, it seems like you can't wait to get rid of me these days.
It's not true. I just thought maybe you wanted to be on time for your appointment.
You know, it's funny how you remember all the little things and you forget all the big things.
Like what?
Like what? Like me. Like how I'm working like a maniac to give you a good life here, and all you do is give me grief.
I've been
having a lot of stuff on my mind lately, you know.
I've kept my mouth shut about Victor and you, haven't I?
Oh, that's good. You're going to throw that up in my face every time you want something from me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I just want to make sure you're on my side here.
I'm on your
Yeah,
side.
well, you don't act like it. I tell you about a big business deal that I'm working on, and you could care less.
That's because it's a dangerous big business deal.
Let me tell you something, okay? Every business deal has a little bit of risk involved. You know that?
Every business deal doesn't wind you in jail.
Nothing is going to happen. How many times I got to tell you that? Lucy, do you want to live in a penthouse?
In a penthouse?
A penthouse. I've got my eye on one over on Waterside Drive. It's this new building that's going up. And I'm thinking about putting a deposit down on it. Now, what do you think? We'll be up there on top looking down.
Scott,
now, wouldn't you
listen to
like
me.
that?
No, I think you
A
should
little
save
bit?
all your pennies because you're going to need them for a very expensive lawyer. You're going to need that.
No, nothing is going to happen. How many times do I got to tell you that over and over again? Nothing's going to happen.
I think we should back out of this deal before we get caught.
Wait a minute. It's not you. It's me, okay? I'm the one involved, not you.
But you told me about it, and I don't like it.
Oh, for crying out loud. You don't like millions of dollars?
Since when? We're not going to make millions of dollars. We're going to end up with headlines if Alan finds out.
What makes you think that Alan would find out about anything?
I don't know, but if he does, do you think he's going to let us get away with it? Think about it.
Let me ask you something. Does Alan know something about you that I don't know?
That is a very silly question.
Silly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just that you seem awfully worried about Alan these days.
It's because it's his formula you're trying to sabotage, that's all.
No. It's me, okay? It's my deal. Don't worry about that. You know, if Tracy's right, and you're having an affair with Alan...
I am not!
Who the hell is that? What?
Hope I'm interrupting.
Yeah, you are interrupting.
Please, come on in. Scott, you're going to be late for your meeting.
We're going to finish this later.
Scott, it was nice seeing you. You're looking buff there. Looking good. What's his problem? What'd I say, huh?
Decker, what do you want?
Suddenly got a little chilly in here.
What are you doing here?
Well, never seen your place before. Ooh, look at this.
Put it down.
This year, Christmas begins on November 17th
Oh, it's just like this one, Prancer.
because of a little girl who believes.
I tell you, he's one of Santa's.
She isn't playing with a full deck.
And a reindeer who is rather special.
I bet Serge doesn't think you'll get back in time. I better let him know.
This weekend, share the magic of Christmas with your family. See Prancer Fly at a theater near you. Starts Friday, November 17th. Rated G.
Call me a nut, but all I ever wanted was to get into a Fifth Avenue candy bar, to be part of those crunchy layers of peanut butter, to be smothered in Hershey's pure milk chocolate. Alas, I'm just a peanut, and they want peanut butter. To make a long story short, they don't want me. Never did. Never will.
Fifth Avenue, it's everything it's cracked up to be.
That's the story of my life.
It's Color Tiles Fall Blowout Sale. Save up to 50%. On ceramic floor tiles, Armstrong No Wax floor tiles. Get our lowest prices ever on DuPont Stainmaster carpet. Plus, take 90 days to pay. Color Tiles Fall Blowout Sale for only 7 days.
She got deep into the hearts of Texas. But has Cheeky Fergie got the Brits seeing red? The surprising answers are in this week's People. Fergie's even got Princess Di keeping her distance. And so much more. People, that's what we're all about.
What the incredible Vax machine can do. It vacuums rugs. It cleans upholstery. It mops and dries floors. It unclogs drains. It vacuums glass. It cleans wood floors. It circulates cleaning solution deep into carpets and removes hidden dirt. What it can't.
Hello? Hello?
Introducing Vax, the cleaning, washing, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming machine. See a demonstration today at Brand Central at Sears.
Sean, hey, what are you guys doing here? Hi.
Oh, we ran into Bobby. She said that Simone had gone into labor.
Yeah, it happened last night. I guess it all came on kind of suddenly, you know?
How's she doing, Sean?
Well, she's doing, you know, she's having some contractions,
Yeah?
but they seem to have subsided for the time being.
Okay, well, you know, we just came by to say that we're thinking of you and our prayers are with you and everything.
Tiffany and me, too. Well, thank you. We really appreciate that.
Why aren't you in there
for goodness
Well, it looks like the coach got thrown out for trying to run too many plays.
You're a little nervous, right?
This time you think I was the one in labor. But, you know, Simone is doing fine, and I'm the one who's falling apart.
The role of Tracy Quartermain is being played by Christine Jones.
What the hell are you up to this time?
Well, you can talk to me in a civil tone, Ned, then
Since when do
maybe
you
I'll...
observe rules of decency, Mother?
Goodbye,
What I want to
Ned.
know is why Alan just accused us of trying to steal his formula for Instalift.
Alan must be hallucinating.
You're up to something.
Oh, it must be me. Couldn't possibly be dear old Uncle Alan who's up to something.
Like what?
Like trying to get you to drop your guard so he can zoom past you and take control of ELQ. Not that you could be any more relaxed if you tried.
I've been working my tail off.
Oh, well, playing touchy-feely with Don Winthrop isn't going to impress the board, Ned.
Leave Dawn out of this.
I am doing my very best to do that.
This contest has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me? My father started this company from scratch. It represents his life work, everything he ever cared about.
He was my grandfather. I know how much this company meant to him.
Well, if you care so much about your grandfather, why don't you get off your duff and do something?
What more would you have me do, Mother?
Start acting like a Quartermain.
Well, that's just what we need around here. Another blasted Quartermain.
Thank you, that's very helpful. Well, I hope you're satisfied. Lila's very upset.
I'm sorry. I did what I thought was right.
Your idea of right is destroying this family?
I'm trying to do exactly the opposite, Monica.
By making unfounded accusations against your sister and your nephew.
By trying to get ELQ back, it belongs to me.
You would destroy this whole family just for money.
It has nothing to do with money.
Oh, Alan, come off it. Come on, money's what drives the Quartermain train of ambition, isn't it? If not, what could it be?
It's about my father, Monica. That's what it is.
Edward? How?
I'm his son. I'm his heir. I should have inherited ELQ. I should be running the entire empire he created. Why on earth he ever left me out of his will, I'll never know.
Well, Alan, maybe he thought that you were more interested in your own career.
Well, maybe he thought that I had to prove myself, which I tried my whole life, but I never quite lived up to his expectations.
No, that's not true, Alan. He was proud of you.
He never told me. He never told me, Monica, and I needed his approval. Maybe I still do.
So you think by winning the contest, you'll get that approval?
You bet I do. My father could do it all. He was brilliant. He was charismatic. He could run an empire. He could run the company. Maybe that's why I just couldn't go into the family business, because I thought I could never measure up to his standards.
Edward wasn't perfect.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. But he could run the company, and he could look after his family. And now it's my turn to prove that I could do it as well as he could.
For what it's worth, I think you can.
Excuse me, sir. There's a woman by the name of Rhonda on the phone. She's called several times.
Tell her I'm not here.
Yes, sir.
Who's Rhonda?
It's a patient who drives me crazy.
Well, that's not like you. You're usually more understanding with your patients.
You wouldn't understand. Believe me.
I didn't know that, buddy. I didn't know that. Really? That good, huh?
They're talking about new special formula Baby Fresh with aloe vera. It's the only wipe blended with cotton and moistened with all natural ingredients.
Tell me more.
Baby Fresh is still bigger and thicker. New special formula Baby Fresh with aloe vera. It's gentle on your baby skin.
We like watching baseball.
Oh, we love going to the ball game. It's got that extra something. And we like Scrabble, but we love Upward.
It's got that extra something. Because with Upwards, you don't just play across and down.
You can stack letters to change words.
I'll change location into vacation.
Good.
I'll change level into clever.
Atta girl.
I'll turn towels into jewels.
Oh.
We like Scrabble, but we love Upward.
Just like we like the beach, but we love Hawaii.
Upwards.
It's got that extra something.
From Milton Bradley.
There's been a lot of talk recently about how sweeteners are made. Well, we'd like to take this opportunity to show you one of our factories. 100% pure natural sugar. The